Good morning all, from another slightly damp southwest France. A little bit chilly this morning, but soon get warmed up. A little bit of work. So first thing to report is I've rethought this and I'm not going to be so stupid trying to cut corners. So I'm taking out this hardboard panel. There's no reason for hardboard to be up there anyway, because as soon as it does get any damp or whatever, it just warps, as we've seen. So I'm going to be cutting all that out. I've already cut the extra pieces, the extra stringers to go in. So I'm just waiting for the an adapter for the airline that I've got, because apparently my nail gun has got a different airline connector on it than the compressor. So just had to order a couple of those. So they'll be here this afternoon, so I can get this done. I'm going to put these up. I'm going to get some proper insulation up on the top there and do the job properly. Not going to waste time. In the meantime, a couple of other things have arrived. First of all, my support bar is now in. This wall is now locked in place. It's not going anywhere. Screwed into that far wall over there. So that is now essentially how the shower is going to be. I've started to reseal all of these edges now, waiting for that to go off. But that is not moving. So top edge to be finished off. And what also arrived today is the shower. So this has got a on-off button. It's a Temu one. I think it cost me about €6. It'll do fine for in here. So that is going to obviously go into the bottom over here, thermostatic valve here, and then I'll just have the hose looping across out of the way, and it'll probably sit over here on its bracket. Hopefully it won't flap backwards and forwards as we're driving. No doubt that'll be another thing we'll have to work out later. I do have a 12-volt power supply here that came in for a light fitting in the box that was originally a storage box that was up here. That's not going back in there. I'm going to think of something else for storing the soaps and bits and pieces. So I don't quite know what I'm going to do with that just yet, but there's definitely 12-volt feed in here as needed. So that's about it at the moment. Next time you see me, in a few seconds in your case, all of this ceiling should be cleaned, ready to get some insulation in there, get these battens back up there, and we can then put the panels in, which I'm going to cover in some sort of material, suede material, I think. Be quite nice. Anyway, I will see you all shortly after a fair bit of work. See you soon. So that's a little bit better. We've now cleared that off. Just got the edges to do, just to clean up a little bit, and then we'll get some closed cell insulation up on it. Okay, so that's most of the battens put up. One more to do. It's a combination of the brad nailer and construction adhesive. Should keep that nice and strong. And I've got some 30mm solid board insulation that's going to fill all those little gaps in. So just one more of these to do now, and we can crack on with that. Get in there. Okay, so all the battens are up. The glue is pretty much dry, and so waiting for the insulation. And this is what we're using. It's an extruded polystyrene. It's very, very dense, very light, of course. We're just going to cut this into strips and then use construction adhesive to hold it in place, and then we'll sort out the panels that are going to form the roof. And I've got some ideas for how to decorate that to make it look half decent, so we'll see what it looks like. Right, next step, cut these to size and get them up there. See you shortly. So just as I started this job, I suddenly realised I've actually got some of these soundproofing panels. They were only Temu ones, but I'm thinking I'm going to just stick a couple of those up and see how it goes. And listen to this. So I think they do a little bit. But anyway, they're not going to hurt being up there, so I'm going to just put one of these on each panel and see if it cuts down a little bit of something. Right, crack on. Okay, nicely insulated. I'm so much happier that I decided to go this way rather than trying to use spray foam and leaving all of that hardboard up there, which would just absorb moisture if any came in. This stuff, of course, is completely moisture proof, waterproof, and by the time I put the covers over them, or the ceiling panels, I think it's going to look all right. Anyway, a bit more insulation than what we've had in the past, I guess. Right, I'll sort out these panels next. I need to drill some holes because they're going to be held up with screws and cup washers. And then they're removable in the case we need to in the future. All right, let me crack on and I'll see you later. So just working inside at the moment, and these are the ceiling panels that I have cut, just 5mm ply, and these are going to make the panels up over the roof there as a ceiling. And I was trying to think of some way of making them a bit pretty. I didn't want to paint them, but what I've come across is this, which is a self-adhesive fabric. It comes on a roll, it's got a self-adhesive backing, and it works perfectly. And that was from Temu, again, surprise. But I'm just going to finish off these panels, and then these will have cup washers and brass screws, which will just hold them in place on the ceiling. But yeah, very lightweight and very, very nice finish to them, as you can see. Right, let's crack on. Okay, just about to start installing the panels, which are going to go up here. And I've just pre-drilled all these holes, and you can see there that it's a nice little brass screw and a little cup washer to hold those up, and they should look rather nice. Anyway, get them up there now, and we'll see what they start to look like. So those parts are up now. I've got a piece up here just to fill, which is going to be easy, and then the rest of it's done. And I've got this last piece to do. I ran out of the self-adhesive fabric, so I've ordered another roll of that, which is going to do this piece, and then I've got that piece there just to finish off, and then that will be the ceiling done. I've got quarter round trim going in all the way around, so that will finish off all those edges, and it's going to be quite nice. I've put a finishing strip just on this edge, which just finishes that off nicely. That will finish off there for this last piece. So yeah, I think that makes quite a nice finish and extremely lightweight. That's only 5mm ply, and that self-adhesive fabric roll, which I am really liking. Okay, that will do for now. On to the next job. So a little bit earlier, I started to build the box that's going to take the chair. And the chair just arrived today. I just wanted to show you what it's going to be. Now at the moment, it's in 3 pieces. So I know it folds out into 3 pieces. So what's going to happen, if I can just move this around a bit, is that this piece here, I'm going to separate it down that line. That is going to make the chair base for there. This is going to be the chair sitting in its place when I've finished off the base. And coming out of here is going to be a finger jointed piece that's going to extend out and form the base of not only the base of the bed, but also for using as an extension for sitting. So this folds all the way down. I'm not going to do it just at the moment because there's nothing to support it, but that's just an adjustable backrest angle, whatever you call it. Anyway, this would slide forward, drop down. That's going to create as a bed longitudinally across the motorhome just as a second bed option. And yeah, I think that'll look quite nice. So just got to finish off taking some measurements now, make sure I've got the right height for sitting, make sure it's all going to fit. It's going to be a bit of a squish against here, but there's enough clearance. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's enough clearance there for it, so that's fine. And it's going to be okay. Probably not the most comfortable thing. It's only very thin. It's, I don't know, what is it, 10 centimetres, 9 centimetres, something like that of foam, but I think it'll be all right. And it'll slide forward and backwards anyway and adjust the backrest. So yeah, that's another Temu special, which yeah, is okay. I kind of think that'll fit. Not as comfortable as I expected, but it'll certainly do the job. So anyway, just wanted to give you a quick update on that. And next thing to do is finish off constructing the base for it. So I'll catch you very soon. Cheers for now.